Hello, everyone. So let's review our setups today. Everything smashed, literally 100% day. Everything hit target, make a lot of money, right? Let's start off with GU, right? GU just hit our first target, guys. The reason I took the setup, the market is downtrending. We can see that price also broke out of this trend line right here. So now we just, it's a beautiful entry, guys. Beautiful entry. We had a common support resistance, common structure level, right? We see that price broke out of our uptrend trend line, which is more for retest because we are downtrending overall, right? This is the high. This is the lower high, right? We're downtrending, but our retail, we see that price broke out of this trend line, guys, right? The first two touches, boom, connected like poker, connected the dots, and then it stretched that across, right? And we get that nice trend line. We see that price once again broke outside of it, broke the structure, creating a lower low, right? Retest came out of it, and it also broke out of our retest trend line there, and we get a beautiful trade for the downside, right? Let me just zoom in on that a little bit more, right? So when price broke out, we have a retest trend line, as we can see, right? Boom. And then we had that retest trend line, price broke out of it and broke the previous low right there. Boom. We took that trade and we currently just hit our first target. Let's go. Right. That's that's GBP USD. We also have AJ, right? AJ, as we can see, hit a supply and demand up here. First, it created a lower high. That's the previous high, then a lower high. This was a previous low. We call this a supply and demand because it got hit multiple times, right? And we see how that price. So if we draw this up, we can see that price went like this, up, down, lower high, and then broke out. So this low, um, this low over here formed a lower low because it broke these lows over here, right? And after forming that lower low, we see that price retest once again back to a common structure, right? Resistance point. And if we look over here, right, this was the previous high. We draw that up. We see that price failed to break that high. And as price failed to break that high, we also drew up our retest trend line. And as we can see, price broke out of the trend line and broke previous low, just like GU. We took that setup. This is currently a 1 to 3 risk to reward trade, 20 pip stop loss, 60 pip on target. We hit our TP, so we made a lot of money. And also our target is based on this zone. This is a imbalanced area, so there's a lot of liquidity sitting here. We also have liquidity. We also have a double bottom over here. And with double bottoms, there's liquidity sitting under there. And we chase that all the time, guys. We don't trade against the bank. We trade with the banks, right? So that was AJ, GU, and let's look at AUUSD. So AUSD as well. We already took this setup over here, right? Price had broke, retest, and then now came down. So what I saw was that price was struggling to break this area right here. And because price was struggling to break that area, right? The next thing I did was I applied um I applied my market bandit strategy and also applied my trend lines, right? Looking at it from this point of view, right? And then I look at the previous lows over here. And once we get a breakout outside of that, we downtrend and then we get this is like what do you call this? Draw this up a little bit better, guys. So once I saw price broke out at its downside, I was expecting a little more pullback. Um, before it went, but it broke, gave us the wick retest, and then start shooting down. So we caught a nice little profit off that as well, guys. And I love that price when it broke the structure. It didn't just break below; it broke these wicks as well, because the wicks are very important. The wicks are where price close up here. The wicks are where price reject from, and a price breakthrough where it reject from is a green light, right? Green light to go. Okay. We also took gold, right? And gold did very well as well. It's still in a minor profit. So we took gold. Gold ended up smashing our first target, pulled back. Did close out some position and hit our break even, but now enter our new position here. I'm currently in profit and looking for gold to push down to the downside as well. And gold is we're looking to go for a 100 pips as well. Stop loss was only 25 pips, so this was a nice 1 to 4 risk reward. Okay. Thank you guys for joining in today. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. If you haven't yet, I haven't put on my 2 indicators, right? My 2 indicators, as you guys know, is my market bandit strategy. That's what I also apply to these setups. And that's to make a lot of money, know when to enter the trade, where to put my stop loss, right? So if you haven't purchased my market bandit strategy or don't know it, please purchase it. If you have any questions, um, feel free to reach out. And if you don't want to purchase my market bandit, but you want to learn how do I trade from supply demand to supply and demand, looking for liquidity zone, understanding the smart money from a different perspective, knowing how to trade in the consolidation markets and so forth, understanding confirmation for breaking out of a trend line, all that good information, purchase my Forex course. Now it's a one-time purchase. Purchase it on my website. I'll put the link in my description below. Peace.